Good morning. Yep, it's the hillbilly. Don't you just hate it when your suppliers are so backed up? Them poor people. Anyways, I have enough of my preservative, the Optiphen, until a shipment comes in. So I thought I will use it to make a beautiful clay mask, and it is lavender, if I can talk, Lavender Clay Mask. The formula that I am using, which I've had for a long time, but I revised it to, yes, to suit me, comes from Bramble Berry. They have some wonderful, wonderful recipes over there for all different kinds of things. And since I'm on a kick of lavender, I thought that I would use up the rest of my preservative to make a wonderful mask. And it is formulated for dry and sensitive skin. So this would be really nice. In here I have my distilled water. I have my oils, which is, I have sunflower oil, and I can hardly talk. It's getting ready to rain, and so here's my allergies. I made this organic canola oil because it lasts for a long time, and you can use extra virgin olive oil, but I wanted to keep it light on this side to really infuse, and it's with lavender flowers. And I think I did that last year, and it smells so good. And I got it from Miss Susan, the lavender, and I opened it up, and oh my goodness, I had a little bit left over, and it's still very fragrant. She is the CEO of a lavender field up in, I believe, Washington. But she has a YouTube channel, Growing Lavender. Susan Harrington. Love you, girl. And so I'm going to finish up that. I ground up a few of her lavender, and it's very, very fine and fluffy. I wanted that in there at a fragrant a little bit more. And I will use lavender essential oil, of course. And this is my kaolin clay in here. Now, I think Bramble Berry, they use some different clays, which, I would love to get some, which I will hopefully before the end of this year is up. So I am using, especially for sensitive skin, the kaolin clay. And I will leave the revised formula in the description box. So distilled water, and I have used it with aloe vera juice. And you know this doggone hillbilly, she throws everything into the pot and heats it up until everything is melted and on its way. I just don't, I bypass all the rest. Works out fine. I have Allantoin in here, and I have Urea. And as soon as I can, you guys, I'm going to sit down, have a coffee break, and I'm going to talk about the Urea and the Allantoin together. I use it in all of my formulas for lotions, creams, scrubs, face masks, you name it, even my shampoos and my body washes, and we will get on to that. So anyways, I got it in here. Here's all my e-wax and my BTM'S, which is a conditioning wax. And I also have a little bit of citral alcohol in here. I always use a little bit. I think it was like a 0.2%. And the e-wax was an ounce of it. So I mix that together always to, keep it pretty well bind together. So just going to throw all that in like I always do. And the clays will be the last to go in because you don't want it sinking. I'll explain that later. And the Optiphen, I don't put that in there. So all the water, aloe vera juice if you're going to use it, all my oils, all my waxes, and voila. We're going to heat it up now, bring you back. Okay, we have all of those waxes, stuff melted. And I'm just going to stir it a little bit and cool it down when it's good and emulsified. And nope, you don't have to sit there and use a stick blender. But since we're using bramble berries and this is revised, I thought I would use their beautiful lavender mica, just a little bit. Since I don't have, I think it's purple Brazilian clay. I don't have that. I'm just using the kaolin clay. I thought I'd add a little bit of color to it, not too much. Just a little bit, Patty. Over there. Just a little bit of a shade. Now I'm going to let this cool down just for a little bit, and then I will add the clay. Well, nope, I take that back. I'm going to let it cool down a little bit so that I can add my precious Optiphen, since that's all I have. I don't know. I tell you, everybody's backed up. But one thing I can say, if you're in a hurry for some supplies, Nature's Garden, they get that stuff out in the mail as quickly as possible. Aztec used to be even Nature's Garden, but ever since the pandemic, they're behind too. Not as bad as Wholesale Supply Plus, yes. And Bramble Berry's still pretty efficient getting things out, at least, you know, getting things here to Iowa from Washington State. It's not too bad. But I can't sit there and complain. I know that everybody's just bombarded. And so if you're waiting for free shipping, and even Amazon and eBay, you know, it just depends. It's a hit and miss. So I'll be glad when things hopefully will turn back to normal. But anyways, I'm just going to let this cool down. I quit my yakking, and I'll bring you back when it's cooled down so I can put my preservative in it. Then we'll add the clay. Then we're going to make sure that it's a little bit, you know, at least spooning or pourable into our jars. If not, I'll just spoon it in, but you want to make sure that it's more on the cooler side so that everything doesn't, you know, float to the top, and it will stay really incorporated. So, see you in a minute. I should say just a second for you. Okay, see how wonderful that just emulsified? Just stirring it. Okay, and I'm going to put my Optiphen in there. Get everything that I've cleaned on here. Every bit of it, since it is the last. Okay, and I am also going to add some lavender essential oil, not very much, because it is a face product. stir that in there. Last thing to go in is the clays. All right. Boy, does that smell good. And then I'll just take this and dump it in there. Guess I should have used this, but I don't want any belly aching about this in glass. You know how that sounds, but sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do, you guys. So no belly aching. And I'm gonna have to do it. And if this gets really, really thick on you, all you have to do is just heat it up a little bit. Not a lot, because you got your preservative in there. And yes, my hands are clean. Here we go. That looked nice. Oh my goodness, that smells so delicious. I think Pat was telling me that you can eat the English lavender, but not the French. I wonder why that is. I don't know. That would be another research project, huh? And I think I'll just add a tad bit more mica just to get a little bit of color in there. Yes, I wished I had the purple clay. I think that would have been just lovely. I think in their formula at Bramble Berry they do, but I'm not sure because it's been a while. Yeah, and after it cools, it will bring on a little bit more of the lavender tinge to it. That is just lovely. Okay, see how I don't really have to worry about it separating. It's a nice pourable consistency. And I got all that stuff wiped down with bleach. Okay, let's see what we can do. Make a big old mess, right? Why not? Okay, get this up. Don't know. Maybe if I pour high, I might get it good. Start right there for that. You know, rose clay would probably be good. I have made face masks, or face mask, clay mask for the face with rose clay. And I have made it with, I should be weighing that out, with Moroccan clay, which is very, very soothing for the skin also, if you have sensitive skin. See, it's getting to where I could probably spoon it out, but get my gloved hands on there. And I will. I am going to finish this up, then I'll go open up the doors, and of course I think I'll probably weigh this, make sure every one of them. I don't know why I got more jars out than I needed. That's okay. I'll put it in the smaller jars. Anymore, everybody's asking for a larger jar. So I'll probably make larger jars later. I think I'm going to get oh, I'm making a mess, aren't I? Of course, all my spoons need to be washed. Yes, I am making one heck of a mess. Don't do as I do, do as I say, as I've heard all my life. And I think those are, I think I'm going to save that part. Let me get my bleached rag. So I will take some pictures and all that, but I'm just making a mess, so I'm going to go get a spoon and finish doing that. So it made 5 4-ounce jars. And anyways, I'm going to go open up the doors after I get this done and get my butt to work. Love y'all. Thanks for spending a little bit of time in the morning with me. Stay out of trouble. All right, I will too. Try. Bye-bye.